So, welcome everybody to Tai Chi for Health. Just to remind you, this is a class where we use the movements of Tai Chi and Qigong, which are two Chinese exercise systems, along with the principles of Tai Chi, which is also a martial art, to improve our health. We can improve our muscle strength, we can improve our flexibility, we can improve our mood, we can improve our balance, and hopefully along the way we can have a little bit of fun. To do the class, you don't have to memorize anything, just follow along, be my mirror image. As we do these movements, you'll need a space around you if you're going to be standing. We'll take a step or two in each direction. If you need to take the class seated, or if you need to sit down at any point, that's fine too. Just move what you can move and always move within your comfort zone. No pain, no gain has nothing to do with Tai Chi. So with all that being said, we're going to start. We're going to bring our feet as close together as comfortable, bringing our hands to our lower abdomen. We're just going to breathe. We're going to inhale and exhale. Now, as we breathe, I want you to try to breathe from the diaphragm so that as we inhale, your belly expands. As you exhale, it gets a little smaller. Breathe a few more times. Inhale and exhale. We're trying to stimulate the vagus nerve, turn on that parasympathetic nervous system. Inhale and exhale. Now I want you to inhale and hold the breath at the top just for a moment. Now let it out with a sigh. Feel what it's like to relax. We're going to try to be relaxing all the way through class. We're going to start moving our joints now. What we're trying to do is move slowly and smoothly and continuously. Those are three of the principles of Tai Chi. We're trying to let our movement be as if we're moving through thick air. The air is resisting our movement, or that we're moving through water. Now we're going to bring our hands all the way up top, and slowly, slowly down in front. We're now going to step out to the side so our feet are shoulder width apart. And as we inhale, our hands float up in front of us, just chest high. As we exhale, they float down. Now, am I telling you how to breathe? Make it on your nerves. And if that happens, that's okay. Just breathe normally. The coordination of the movement and the breath does help in developing calmness, and also it helps in the production of a brain-body connection. Now, this is the Tai Chi movement called Open the Door. We're not going to modify it. We're going to bring our hands up to the heart level, turn our palms upward, reach up to the ceiling, and have them slowly come down at our sides as we do the Qigong movement called Support the Heavens Like a Pillar. As we come down, you might soften your waist and knees. So you do a little mini squat as we go down, and not quite straighten as you come up. Tai Chi and Qigong, we never really want to force our joints to be stiffly lengthened. We don't want it to be stiff, like standing at attention in the army. That's not Tai Chi. We always want a slight bend in our joints. Now we're going to modify this movement. We're going to bring our hands up to our heart level. One hand goes up and the other goes down. It's another Qigong movement from the 8 pieces of brocade, and it's called Connecting the Sky and the Earth. What I want you to try to think about, try to visualize, is that there's a cable running through your spine from top to bottom, and as the hands separate, they're pulling that cable, stretching your spine. What we're trying to do in all these movements is feel our body expanding, so we're loosening the joints letting the muscles around the joints take all the strain. And we're going to do a few twisty movements for the spine. I think today we're going to do the Shibashi Qigong movement called Lift the Moon. I think Shibashi either means number 18 or it means new. I'm not a Chinese language speaker. But here we're twisting our spine a little bit as we shift our weight from one foot to the other. One of the things we're doing here is we're giving a little flexing to the spine. It does turn in many, many different directions. And we want to be gentle with it, but also get it used to moving so it's not stiff. Now we're going to raise both hands as we gaze at the moon. So we're actually looking upward as we lift that moon into the sky and gaze at it lovingly. Okay, maybe not lovingly, but we're gazing at it. We're going to continue our twisty movements now by just swinging our arms a little bit to the sides. Now, in some Tai Chi classes, this is one of the warm-up movements that they use. It's called swinging arms, but it also is part of a Qigong set. I don't think I know the name of the Qigong set, but if we bring the back of our hands up to the back of our body, tapping where the kidney is, it's called tapping on the door of life. That's what it is. I'm going to do a few more swinging movements just because I got in a swinging mood today. First, we're going to bring our arms all the way around. I'm going to slow down a little bit. That's swinging arms. People tend to do it fast, but here I want you to inhale as you begin moving, exhale as you reach the extremes, one arm going in front, the other behind. As we do the Qigong movement, the dragon spreads its wings. Now, if we bring our feet together, continue the dragon swinging its wings, it's sometimes called the flying dragon. We're still doing some twisting. Now we're going to bring our arms forward and backward. Now, Adam Potts calls this forward and backward flying. It's just a good arm lubricating exercise. If we bring our feet up, the opposite foot up, it becomes a classic Qigong movement called bouncing the ball on the bubbling spring. I think I've done enough of swinging this way. We're now going to swing side to side. I don't know, maybe I listened to too much Benny Goodman this morning. And we're now going to do a few balance movements. We're first going to start by bringing out one heel. Bring it back, now the other heel. And we're going to bring our hand over our foot, our other hand over the other foot. Now both hands, one at the elbow of the other, as we do the Tai Chi movement called play the pipa or play the guitar. So I want to comment, we're shifting our weight very mindfully from one foot to the other, basically balancing on one foot as we move the other. We're going to go back to swinging. We're going to do a few more of these balance kind of exercises. The next one we're going to do, we're going to bring one hand up in front of the face, just one hand at a time. Now we're going to bring that same side foot in on the ball of the foot. Now we're going to raise the foot off the floor, if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just leave your foot on the floor. Transfer as much weight to the standing leg as you can. Help strengthen that leg. Get used to the feel. This is the golden rooster, stands on one leg and doesn't fall down. I have only one rule in class: don't fall down. Now we're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So we take the other hand, bring it up in front of the face. And we're going to add the foot. Now we're going to raise the knee. We're going to do a few more of these kind of movements. Since this is the year of the horse, we're going to do a horse-related movement. First, we're going to bring out one toe. Now we're going to bring out the other toe. Now we're going to bring out one hand over its toe with the palm facing up. And now the other toe. And now we're going to have the opposite hand, palm facing down to the other hand. And this is the Tai Chi movement called High Pat the Horse. Again, it's a balance movement and a coordination movement. Whenever you're doing a new Tai Chi or Qigong movement, your brain is learning something new. It's making new connections. Now we're going to go back to swinging. I think we'll do one more. This time we're going to hold the ball in one hand. We're going to separate our hands as we rock to the other side. Now we're going to add a foot movement. We're going to bring the foot out, same side as the hand coming down on the ball of the foot. This is the Tai Chi movement called the white crane spreads its wings. And we're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So first we rotate the ball, separate our hands. So the two hands separating could be deflecting a kick or a punch from an opponent, or just gently feeling the air. Now we're going to bring out the foot, same side as the hand coming down. I think now we're going to just leave our arm. Now we're going to start doing some movements into the corner. So far we've gone side to side, so we're going to change our direction. I'm going to step out to that corner, push up and away. As we do the Tai Chi movement, push-pull, or push the mountain. Now we're going to modify this. We're going to bring our hands together, palms together, and then spiral outward as we come back, as we do the Qigong movement, parting the clouds. And we're shifting our movement, or shifting our weight from the back leg to the front leg. Be conscious of how your knees are bending. If there's any pain, make sure that your torso is facing the same direction as where the knee is bending. Now we're going to reverse direction with our hands as the mama bear gathers her cubs. sit back, go to the other side, do the same series of movements. First, pushing the mountain. Now we're going to part the clouds, so we bring our palms together, then palms apart. To coordinate the breathing, you inhale as you come backward, exhale as you go forward. Now we're going to reverse our arm direction. We're going to bring the back of our hands together and then scoop down and back. So the muscles, the joints in the arm can move in a bunch of different directions, unlike the knees. So doing these kind of movements helps make them more flexible. Now, what was the last one I did? I don't remember if I did another one. Talk too much. So we're going to come back in and we're going to sink the chi. And we're going to leave our arms on one side this time, bring our opposite foot in, and we're going to do our little dance. We're going to step out to that same corner, brush knee and push. Let's do one more. Now we're going to have our dragon do a dance. So we're going to bring this hand all the way up. As we shift our weight, it's going to slide down the leg. The other hand comes all the way up, slides down the other leg. The dancing dragon. Let's do one more. I'm going to step back in. We're going to bring our arms to the other side, and we're going to do our dance on this side. So the brush knee and push is a martial arts movement where we're deflecting downward and we're pushing. So we're going to step out to that corner. The hand that's moving down ends up by the thigh, so it goes past the knee. It's called brush knee. And push. On this side, we're going to have the tiger climb the mountain. So as we go forward, the claws of the tiger reach outward, and as we come back, they continue to reach outward with the other side. I think last week we did a bunch of tiger movements. Let's do one more. We're going to come back in. And we're going to do a little bit of looking at the clouds. So we're going to take this hand, bring it up, across the face, and then down. Switch place with the other hand. This is waving hands like clouds in Qigong. While we're in this position, we're going to do a few more movements, but just shifting our weight from side to side, gently moving our hands up and down and turning the torso side to side makes this a whole body movement. Doing it slowly and smoothly, coordinating with diaphragmatic breathing, can make it into a moving meditation. While we're in this position, we're going to do a Tai Chi movement called the single whip. It's what I have on my t-shirt today. So we're going to take this hand and make a hook, bring the other hand out, and then palm away. You can add the foot movement to get more strength as we strike and grab. Now we can modify this and go downward. So we're going to bring this hand all the way up and then come down toward our foot. we widen our stance, we can get a little bit deeper. And this is sometimes called the downward single whip, but more often called the snake creeps down, or the snake creeps through the grass. We're going to release the hook, go back to the clouds, and repeat that on the other side. Now the other hand makes a hook, and the other hand strikes out and grabs, adding the footwork. So moving slowly and continuously means that as we step, we're actually doing balance work. And now we're going to modify this. We're going to widen our stance, bring this hand all the way up, come down, and the hand goes out with the foot. Snake creeps through the grass. We're going to release the hook, go back to the clouds. While we're in the clouds, we're going to do a few more Qigong movements and a few more balance movements. First, we're going to close our hands. Sometimes this is called storm clouds. But now we're going to raise one hand over the head and have the other at the belly. And we lean to the side as the tiger hugs his head. Now we're going to raise the foot off the floor. The same side as the hand that's lower, that foot comes up. And we're going to look over that shoulder at the same time, which completes the movement. The tiger hugs his head. We're going to do that on the other side as well. So now the other fist goes high, the other fist goes low. We look over the back shoulder. We raise the back leg. And whenever we do these balance movements, it's okay to wobble. It's okay to lean on something. You can't get your foot off the floor, that's fine. As long as you stay in your comfort zone and you don't fall, it's all good to me. We're going to go back to the clouds now. If you like the clouds, we can make our hands move even farther. Sometimes this is called touching the stars. Anyway, let's go back to the clouds. We're now going to add some footwork. One of the things that I mentioned earlier on is that doing Tai Chi can help with your balance. And that's because you're being mindful of your weight transfer. At the same time, you're strengthening your muscles and slowing your movement. We're now going to step sideways. I'm going to go this way first, taking 2 steps. So first we go 1 step, bring the other foot in. 1 more step. So as we're doing these gentle steps, we're balancing on 1 foot as we bring the other foot out. Then we balance on the other foot as we bring the other foot in. Said we're going to do 2 steps in each direction, so this has been a total of 4. We're going to go back to the middle now. I'm going to keep going. I want to talk more about this balance question. As we get older, some of us can lose our ability to be confident in our balance, and that leads us to falls. So, how do you build confidence? Well, you build confidence by continuing moving and doing mindful balance work. And this is one of those pieces of mindful balance work. You're getting used to where your body is in space. Proprioception, that's what it's called. You're making your muscles stronger something that can get weaker as we age if we don't practice. And although we still might lose a little bit of eyesight and a little bit of balance in the middle of our ear, or inner ear, we can make up for that by proprioception, flexibility, and muscle strength. And mindfulness, being aware of where your body is in space, but also of where your weight is distributed between your feet. I think I've done enough cloud work now. We're going to go up to the moon. We're going to hold the moon. We're going to hold it on the other side. Now we're going to toss the moon. We lifted it into the sky before. Now we're getting ready to do the Tai Chi movement, parting the wild horse's mane. We have two hands now. One comes down as the other gently rises up to the sky. We're actually following the hand that's rising with our eyes. So we're turning our whole body as it rises. In the martial art, this is so that we have momentum to knock someone down. But in here, in this Tai Chi for Health class, we're just trying to make these movements coordinate the body's ability to move. So it's not just one thing moving at a time, but it's the whole body being involved and having your brain connect with all those different parts of the body. We're now going to go to the other side. So we're going to rotate the moon, take the top hand away for a moment, lift the moon. And now we're going to part the wild horse's mane. Now you can take a big step if you want, or you can take a little step. Doesn't matter. But you want to be aware of where your body is in space, and also try to relax and feel the air as your hands move. Be connected to your body. Okay. We have done parting the wild horse's mane, but we still have the moon in our hands. We're going to do a few more movements with the moon. First, we're going to step out to that corner and take the moon for an orbit around the Earth. These movements in different directions, shifting the weight, are part of that proprioception improvement and part of the muscle development. We're going to reverse direction, go the other way. And we're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So we're going to rotate that moon, step out to the other corner, move out. This is sometimes called stirring the chi. We're going to reverse direction, go back the other way. We're going to come back in. We're going to do one more movement with this moon. Then we're going to do some different exercises. So we're going to start by holding the moon here. We're going to bring our foot in, step out to that corner. We're going to rotate the moon and push. So the hand that was on the bottom ends up on the top, palm outward. Hand that was on the top ends up pushing forward. So this is deflecting up and pushing, sort of the companion to the brush knee, which is deflecting down and pushing. We're going to go to the other side, shifting our position, step out to the other corner, rotate and push. Let's do one more. I think we're going to do a few more breathing kinds of exercises. So we're going to widen our stance, make fists with our hands, and we're going to imagine that we're turning a big wheel. Now the wheel can be as big or as small as you want. You can go down far, or you can go down a little bit. Doesn't matter, as long as you keep moving. And this is called turning the wheel, a Qigong movement. We're going to go back the other way. And while we're in this position, we're going to bring our feet back shoulder width apart. And we're going to do a painting of the horizon. I should have done this along with the swinging movements earlier on. And now we're going to sync the chi and do some breathing exercises. So we're going to come down and we're going to bring the back of our hands together, and we're going to inhale as the hands come up chest high. And as they float outward, we're going to exhale, soften our waist and knees, do a little mini squat. Inhale and exhale. This is the Qigong movement, the fountain. Now we're going to point our fingertips up as we come all the way up and spiral our arms outward as we come down. Still inhaling as we come up. Exhaling as we come down. This is the Qigong movement called silk reeling. Let's do one more. Now we're going to sync the chi. Do a few more breathing and balance exercises. First, we're going to pierce the sky. This is one of Adam Potts's new movements. I'm sure somebody else has done it similar in the past. Now we're going to raise our foot off the floor. We're going to sync the chi. I think we're going to do a few more flying movements. First, we're going to bring our feet together. We're going to bring our arms up and then down. And if we raise one foot off the floor, this is the Tai Chi movement called the crane. We're going to bring our arms all the way up and then down. Go to the other side. Sometimes you can't get the foot off the floor, and that's fine. This time we're going to bring the arms all the way up and down. Now, if we come up on our toes as the arms come up, I was thinking I wanted to do a whole lot of stretches today. Maybe I slept funny. This is the wild goose rises. Let's do one more. And we're going to sync the chi and get ready for another bird exercise. This one will be catch the sparrow's tail. It's a 4-part movement, so we'll do 4 of the separate parts and then put them together. We start by holding the moon or holding a ball. We step out toward the corner or the side, wherever you feel comfortable, and ward off. It's vaguely similar to parting the wild horse's mane, but instead of going upward, you go parallel to the ground, and you face the direction you're pushing, because we're actually pushing someone away. Now, the second part is called pull back. So we scoop all the way up, shoulder height, and arc down to the floor. We're doing a little bit of a circular movement here to get back in position to do it again. Pulling back. The third part is called press. We bring the palms together, and as we lunge forward, we press our palms together. It's as if you're in a big crowd trying to push forward. Maybe it's, I don't know, sale day at Macy's or something. That's the press. And the final one is the push. We did that before. We just roll back and push up and away, push the mountain. Now put those four together and it's called catch the sparrow's tail. So we start, ward off, pull back, press, and push. Let's do that 2 more times. You can inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Ward off, pull back, press, and push. Now I'm going to go to the other side and do the same set of movements. So we start by holding the ball, step out to the corner or the side, ward off. Next, we pull back. In the martial art, this is redirecting your opponent's momentum so that if they're coming at you, you guide them down beside you or to the floor. The third part is the press. And finally, push. And with all these movements, when you're going forward, the way you get momentum and force to push against an opponent is with your back leg. You're connected to the earth. And it's that shape of the body that allows the legs to do most of the work as you're pushing. Let's put those all together. We ward off, pull back, press, and push. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time, ward off, pull back, press, and push. We're going to come back to the center, sync the chi. We have some time for a few more Qigong movements, which I think are important. Well, we're going to do a Tai Chi walking first. We've moved sideways with mindful movement. Now we're going to move forward with mindful movement. So we're going to bring all of our weight to this leg. We're going to raise the foot off the floor, bring it forward, put the heel down gently, then the toe down gently, and now shift the weight. Bring the other foot up. Now all the weight is on this foot. We're going to step out one more time. Bring the heel out, the toe down, still not transferring the weight, but now transferring the weight and bringing the foot up. We can go backwards the same way. The weight is on this leg. Bring the toe back. Gently it goes down. The heel gently goes down, and now we shift the weight. And now the other foot. Toe back. Heel down. I already shifted the weight. Now I'm going to shift the weight. Okay. Now we can add a punch to that, which becomes a Tai Chi punch. We're going to have our fists at our waist, and as we step forward, We don't shift our weight until we're ready to throw the punch. We come back and do the other side. So the shifting of the weight in a punch is where you give your maximum effort to your opponent. Shifting your weight when you're walking is where you're mindfully stepping forward with confidence. Let's do one more set of punches. Then we're going to widen our stance. We're going to do our Qigong punch from the 8 pieces of brocade, the punch with fierce face. So we're going to punch and then flare our hands as we make the fist again to bring it back. Exhale as we punch, inhale as we pull the hand back. And if you make a fierce face, then you're doing the right thing. And while we're in this, to me, uncomfortable position, we're going to do one more Qigong movement from the 8 pieces of brocade called the Archer. We start with our hands crossed at the wrists. Imagine that we have a bow. Open the bow, let loose an arrow. Can it come up? Imagine the bow on the other side, come down as we shoot. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Let's do one more set. We're going to bring our feet back, shoulder width apart. Bring our hands to our waist, palms up. We're going to do our centering exercise. We're going to inhale, have one arm go all the way up top. Exhale as it slowly comes down the midline. I want you to just try to breathe from the diaphragm. Focus on your hand, or maybe just a soft focus, not focusing on anything. Trying to just be in touch with how your body is feeling right now. Let's do one more set. We're going to bring our feet back closer together, as close as comfortable. Check our breathing. What I'd like you to try to do is breathe from the diaphragm as much as you can in this class. We're trying to get away from the pressures of outside, being in touch with your body, and breathing from the diaphragm helps you to do that. If you'd like, you can close your eyes and imagine yourself a bamboo tree in a gentle breeze. Feel the breeze wafting you from side to side or front to back. You can open your eyes. We're going to take a big breath. So thank you for participating in that Tai Chi Qigong flow. We're now going to do a few cool down exercises to help delineate the end of class. We're going to start with one of my favorite exercises called spinal cord breathing with a punch, crunch, C-R-U-N-C-H, crunch. It's a combination of a cat and a cow and a crunch and a stretch. So here we go. We're going to bring our shoulder blades together, arching our back, inhaling from the diaphragm. You come forward, bring your elbows together, curling the back and doing a crunch. If you exhale and make a big sound, that helps the abdominal muscles tense and crunch more. So we're going to inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. The last 3 cool down exercises are from Dr. Paul Lamb of the Tai Chi for Health Institute. His first cool down exercise is the tapping of the thighs, getting more circulation back into these big muscles that we've been squatting so much with. His second cool down exercise is the tense and release. So we're going to inhale and tense all the muscles that we can without pain, and then exhale and relax those muscles. It's a way of being conscious of tension and relaxation, since many times we are tense unconsciously. So here we go. We're going to inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. Inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. Last time, inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. And his third and final cool down exercise is the big breath. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. So thank you very much for participating. The class is being recorded, so if you want to turn off the recording now, if you want a copy of it, just make sure I have your email address, put that in the chat.